plateau, where the sun relentlessly poured its golden light upon the red soil. During an era when the Achaemenid Empire's banner waved over half of the known world, a prince was born, one whose destiny was not carved for reign, but instead for tragedy. He was Xerxes II, the son of a powerful king and a queen of royal status. Yet, his name was drowned beneath the weight of his father's legacy and the daggers of his brothers. History whispers only fragments of his short and sorrowful life. His father, Artaxerxes I, a descendant of the great Darius, came to the throne in his youth and ruled the empire with wisdom, sword, and diplomacy. Artaxerxes had many sons from various women. While many were minor princes, some were born to official wives, queens with noble lineage. Xerxes II was born to one such woman, giving him a clear edge in legitimacy. Within the grand palaces of Persepolis, Susa, and Ecbatana, Xerxes was raised amidst towering columns and spiritual teachings of Zoroastrianism. The empire prepared him for greatness. His teachers, priests, warriors, and seasoned statesmen taught him Old Persian, Elamite, and Akkadian. He was trained in horsemanship, archery, swordsmanship, administration, and diplomacy. He absorbed the rituals and responsibilities of kingship like a sponge absorbing sacred fire. Yet even with all this preparation, a shadow loomed over his destiny, a shadow of ruthless rivalry. Though Artaxerxes acknowledged Xerxes as his heir, he never officially minted coins or erected inscriptions bearing his son's name. Historians suggest that in his later years, the king may have considered other sons for succession. That indecisiveness planted the seeds of discord deep within the royal court. Among the competitors was Sogdianus, another son of Artaxerxes by a different mother. Though he lacked the same legitimacy as Xerxes, he wielded influence in the shadows. Several commanders and nobles, driven by old grudges or personal ambition, allied themselves with Sogdianus. Another contender, Darius II, yet another half-brother, remained quietly observing from the sidelines, awaiting his moment. In 424 BCE, Artaxerxes I died. With the empire thrown into uncertainty, the race for power ignited. Historical records suggest that Xerxes II was quickly crowned in one of the royal cities, possibly Persepolis or Susa. Elamite clay tablets record him as King of Kings, son of Artaxerxes. For a short moment, he sat on the peacock throne, wrapped in royal purple, crowned with gold and lapis lazuli. He issued decrees, struck coins, and attempted to stabilize the empire during a brief but tense interregnum. But only 45 days into his reign, the venom of betrayal reached the heart of the court. Sogdianus, already conspiring, acted swiftly. He persuaded key figures in the military and treasury, and a night ambush was planned within the royal palace. Some sources claim Xerxes II was murdered in his sleep, strangled in silence, never allowed to cry out for help. Others suggest he was poisoned or lured outside the palace into a deadly trap. Whatever the method, the result was the same. The young king was dead before he could inscribe his name into the chronicles of time. Sogdianus declared himself king and ordered that all mentions of Xerxes II be erased. But history, though silenced, never forgets entirely. Babylonian records, Elamite tablets, and scattered archives still carry the name of Xerxes II, proving that for a fleeting moment, he was indeed Shahanshah of the mighty Achaemenid Empire. After his death, the struggle continued. Sogdianus himself ruled for only 6 months before being overthrown by Darius II, who would reign for nearly 2 decades. And so, Xerxes II's brief presence became part of a chain of betrayal, ambition, and bloodshed. He had no time to build, no chance to command armies, erect palaces, suppress revolts, or carve his name into stone. Yet, in this brevity lies something profound. Xerxes II became one of history's most tragic, mysterious figures, a reminder that behind the grand columns and decorated walls of royal courts, whispers of betrayal are never far. Today, his name is missing from most textbooks, and his face is absent from historical monuments. But for those who look deeper, he is a symbol of the thin line between legitimacy and downfall, between royal birth and violent death. He was born a king. He died a shadow. And history still remembers the silence that followed his fall.